Hello everybody. What's going on? Welcome to Monday. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a good one. Having my coffee. Getting ready to do a little science here. Getting ready to fulfill my destiny, as it were. If you've been following along, I've been playing a lot of Tetris games. I'm not going to say I've played them all. I've played a lot. We've played a lot. In fact, we have played technically 23 different Tetris games so far. And I have a little bit more time on my hands this week and next week because I'm on vacation. So I figured, why not stay here, do some actual work, some actual real productive work. What are we gonna do? Let me do a little thing here. Wow, we got some video games to play, my friends. I have lined up for us 22 of the 23 Tetris games we have played. Why not 23? Because the 23rd is Tetris NES, and that's probably number one. But of all the other Tetris games, we have lined them up. I have strategically placed them in such a way that I think, we might have some contenders if we line them up side by side. We're going to tournament bracket them. This is going to take us 2 weeks, but we're going to get there. I've planned out the whole thing. This is the battle of the Tetris likes. There's a lot of games out there that are a lot like Tetris. I've probably even said it a few times when I'm playing one of these games. I'm like, oh man, the best thing that you can say about this game is it's Tetris, right? So that's these guys. There's a lot of really good games in there. Then what do we got? We got this one here. Where is it here? Wow, 3D Tetrises. We've played a few different 3D Tetrises here. We've played 4 of them actually. So let's figure out which one's the best one. That sounds like a cool thing to do. What else are we gonna do? Oh, these are all what I call the cool Tetris games for all those cool people in the room. Hang on a second. Delicious. So these are like Tetris games that do something extra, something special, something cool, i.e. Final Tetris with that beautiful dog, or the Bombliss series. So we're going to play the 2 Bombliss series down there. That's going to be a good one. Bombliss 2 versus Super Bombliss 2, or Tetris 2 Bombliss. Anyways, those games. It's going to be fun. And then there's another category here. Gotta click through things. Where is it? There it is. And then we're gonna do these ones, the not so Tetris games, and we'll figure out which is the best of those. I have some suspicions already, I have to say. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna do like 2 of these battles every single day, and then by next Friday we will figure out which one is the best. So for each one of these brackets, we're gonna put them against each other at the end too. So not only will we know which is the best not Tetris game, but we will line up all of these champions and figure out which is the best one. And then when we're done, you can say thank you for someone going out here and doing this work for us. What are we going to do today? Well, let's take a look at our bracket here. We're going to start over here. We're going to start with the Tetris likes because there's a bunch of them, and we got to get through them. So the very first battle of the day will be the one up top there. My good friend V-Tetris against Tetris from the arcade version. But you know what? I had a little thought this morning because one, I kind of like V-Tetris a lot, so I didn't want to just like throw it against something that I know is gonna slaughter. So I switched it up slightly. This is still basically that game. Let's do a little fade here. There we go. This is the home version of that arcade game, so it might be slightly more interesting because there might be more going on. So I'm giving this version a good, solid shot here. And away we go. Mole Totem in the chat. Glad to get these recaps. Yeah, we've played a lot of Tetris games. It's been a good ride. Let's go ahead and restart this here. All right, it's good sound and everything. So I'm just gonna play a couple rounds of each. And then we'll have a little chat. We'll see which of these is actually better. So if you were following along, this one here, we played the arcade version by Atari, and then the home version came out, which is this, and then this is the one that's kind of considered like the bootleg knockoff Tetris because I think it was like technically unofficial or whatever. I think that's how that story goes. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump in here. I haven't used my controller all weekend, so it's like. You can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. Yes, you could probably hear that. Okay, here we go. One player. 0, 0. We don't want silence. Something's got to cover up the clicks of this controller. We got a nice little preview here. That's nice. All the classics, right? Ooh. Is this where we want to go? Yep. Okay. Let's Tetris. So like, yeah, I've having done this now for like 40 some odd days. I feel like I'm in a decent position to, you know, start making some claims here, some bold claims. I've definitely put in the time, even outside of this series, right? This should be fun. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also really looking forward to going back to some of these games that I played like once or twice and was like, oh, this is fucking cool. We should go back to this. This is us going back to it. I'm excited about. Alright. I probably need to get a few lines here to move forward. That's how the Tetris or the arcade version worked. I don't know if this is gonna be like an endless mode or not. Which would be nice, because that's something that the arcade version doesn't have. So that'd be a step up. Challenge accepted. V-Tetris. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good day. I don't know how long this is gonna take me, but I got like 4 games that I want to play today. I also have no plans. Like I said, I am on vacation, living it up. Sound looks good. Okay, we're good. Hope everyone's got coffee or some beverage of choice to get through these dark, cold days. Okay, so like what you could say about this game, right? It's Tetris. That's why it's on that list. I spent a long time making that list, looking back through all these games, and I was like, is this a fancy Tetris, or is this just Tetris? And I made some hard calls there. So like V-Tetris, even though it's got that fun little 3D rap mode, which we'll take a look at in a little bit here, it's still basically just Tetris, right? It's very good Tetris. I mean, when something is just one of the most perfect video games ever made, or sorry, the most perfect video game ever made, it's not really a knock if you ape that properly. Yeah, and so I think Science Week is a good time to pull out all the stops on my Tetris love here. Name one video game more perfect than Tetris. I dare you. I dare you. Yes, I am one of those. It's impossible. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's a perfect video game. What's interesting about it is like basically every time you layer on a new mechanic, Tetris becomes less interesting. It might become more fun. Like, who gives a shit about fun? It's a less good, less perfect, less concise. Oh, look at this. This is fun. See, it's fun. Cool. This is great. You get these guys in the arcade, but I like this version a little bit better. So this definitely got some points because, you know, these dudes are in it. It gives me a break. I don't really love the breaks, but, you know, on a stream where I'm drinking coffee, sure. That was a nice little jam. Okay. Oh, we're gonna keep going now. And we'll just probably go till we top out or something. I think I'm going to be using the same emulator for all of this, so it should be easy transitions. What were we talking about? Yeah, Tetris being fucking perfect. So yeah, I used to teach games, and one exercise I always liked was, okay, let's take a video game and change one specific thing about it, whether it's a mechanic or some hyper-specific aspect of the game or whatever. What does that do to the game? How does it affect it? Does it improve it? One specific thing. And you could do some really interesting things with small and simple games. Some of the coolest stuff usually comes from like running this this workshop or exercise with like tic-tac-toe. You get some really cool variations on that. But like, you can't really... Every variation on Tetris just comes up with a more muddy version of Tetris. Which is just so simple and perfect, right? And the more you stray from that, the less perfect it is. It's kind of like the horror genre in a lot of ways. You know, the simpler it is, the better. The more you overdo it, you over-explain it, the less interesting it becomes. Doubles. Tell you what, this is a slow-moving version of this game. Because it's a home version, not an arcade. It's not after my quarters. It already got my whatever this was at the time, probably $80 or something. If you haven't seen this cartridge on NES, go look it up. It's got one of those. It's one of those weird like bootleg cartridges that's all black and like got a different form. Okay, let's just do like another one of these. I think we get what this is, right? It's Tetris. It's got some fun dances and stuff like that, but wouldn't mind some more fanfare when you're clearing stuff here. Have I even gotten a Tetris yet in this game? God, I hope so. Let's just make sure that happens. Look at this. We'll even do it on the opposite side. There we go. What do we get for a Tetris? Not a whole lot of fanfare. Like you'll have to get at least a special sound or something, right? Some sort of special effect. I mean, you just worked for that, right? Okay, we'll do that. We're still good. Let's quit it with these S's, alright? Look, game. Whoops. Oh yeah, right in there. Whoops. Try to slide that in there. Something about this version of Tetris, at least to me, just having messier boards, and I don't know why that is. I played this version of Tetris a lot when I was a kid. I think my cousins might have had this one or something. Maybe that's where I played it all the time. I had Tetris NES, but I definitely remember playing a ton of this as well. And like, it's good and stuff. I wish I didn't have the breaks though. I love these dances. Gotta say, these are cool dudes. I love it, but I kind of just I want that flow, right? Wonder if it'll let me spin spin something in here. Nope, not that way. That was a good try. Oop. Wonder if this will let me spin. Not if I do that. It's funny how, in a lot of ways, these earlier Tetrises just feel a lot better. Just like the way they handled input, I guess, off of those old-ass controllers. I don't know why specifically, but I just find they feel a lot better. Tighter, I guess. It's a lot of lines in a row, bud. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sure. Fuck. I don't like this. Man, 3 lines in a row. Man, this game. Line crazy. Ooh, get in there. Sure. Yeah, so by the end of these 2 weeks, we should have the definitive answer of what is the very best Tetris game of all time, other than Tetris NES. I would love to go ahead and do this whole bracket and then take the winner of all this and put it up against Tetris NES and put my money where my mouth is. And maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll have to concede and say, actually, no. There's a better Tetris game out there. Stay tuned. We will see. Starting to pick up pace here. Again, like I like a good. If I'm gonna do like a marathon or an endless mode in Tetris, I just want to sit down and go the whole time. I don't, instead of like those low breaks to, you know, catch my breath and stuff. Shoutouts in the chat to Wetrix. Money going down there on Wetrix being the #1. Very possible. It's a great game. I think we're gonna take a look at Wetrix tomorrow. Actually, it's up against Tetrisphere, which is actually a for real battle. I'm excited to take a look at. What am I doing here? Too excited about that battle. Oh no! It's okay. It's okay. And then tomorrow we're also going to start taking a look at the cool Tetris games. We're going to do, I think we're going to do the Bombless games tomorrow. So there's Tetris 2 plus Bombless and Super Tetris 2 plus Bombless. Figure out which one is the best of those. Oh, fuck. And then you can go and tell all your friends that you know which ones are the best one of all time. Because you know that conversation comes up. So I'm just helping you prepare. Ooh. There we go. Oh man, so many blocks in a row. Why? Yeah, I don't know how this game handles its random block pieces. I think it's just like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's truly just a random number. Oh fuck, we're fucked. Okay. Let me just sit with this for a minute. Okay. Okay, well, I gotta make sure we get my name in there. It's important. D-R. Okay, get that Dirk in there. Tengen Tetris. Okay. Like it's Tetris, right? It's Tetris. Let's take a look at the big board here. Where are we at? Okay. So right up there, Tengen Tetris, looking pretty good, feeling pretty good for itself. We're gonna get the next game set up here. So yeah, it's Tetris. It feels good. It's got that nostalgia factor, right? Which kind of hits with me. I like the dancing people. They're pretty cool. I would like to see more of that sort of stuff in basically every video game. That sounds good. What else is great there? You know, it's classic Tetris. Classic Tetris. Okay. So next up we have V-Tetris. Wow. As we transfer back here. Does anybody remember V-Tetris? We played this a while ago. My shot's all messed up. Give me 1 second here. This is the fun part about switching games around on the fly. Hey, you, get over there. And oops, moving the wrong thing around. There we go. I have too many shots of my own screen open. I have no idea what to click on. Crop this down. Being super professional. Yeah, so I'm using what's this thing called? Open Emulator. It's a great little tool if you're on Mac. I prefer it super much more than bam. There we go. Than RetroArch. Big fan. Oh boy. So, if you have not been privy to V-Tetris, and I mean, we're gonna give this an honest shot, right? Tengen Tetris, that arcade version, it's a classic. V-Tetris, this was the first time I ever played this was on the stream. And oh boy. Okay, let's just restart this. Let's get this going. Very important, read the instructions. We did not do that, but that's okay. Let's play some Virtual Boy. I remember when I booted this up, and I was like, there's no way. Right? There's no way this is going to be good. Wow. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit too. Great sound in this. Great gameplay. We got a color, right? Going for that Tetris simplicity. We got this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, you need a line? I brought my own line from home. Doodle-doo-doo. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, this is Tetris. Is like V-Tetris is Tetris. It is a very, very good version of Tetris. So Mode C had this cool little like wraparound thing. We'll see that in a second, but let's just like compare marathon to marathon real quick. We had, oh yes, we had some good songs in this. This was kind of fun. Gets old after a while though. And I think Music C though, I think. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay, yes, and we have graphic types here. A was fun. I think B is where it's at. So, fun throwback. If you remember when we played Ninja Battle Gaiden, Tetris Battle Gaiden, I think, and we could choose characters, and I was like, hey, there's a group of 5 kids. They look cool. I'm pretty sure it's these guys. Like this guy that we're seeing here and his friends. And they're all in here. Look at these cool guys. All right. Look at this font. Listen to this music. Okay, let's beat Tetris. Oh man, I have been, not gonna lie, waiting to play some V-Tetris again for a very long time. suppose I just could have played, but, you know. Come on, nice and slow. It's all good, take your time. I'm not in a rush. I'm just happy to be here again, V-Tetris. Whoop. Whoops. Cool. That's right, so V-Tetris has a double lockdown. So it touches, I can press down again to lock it. Down again to lock it. Right. And lock it. I gotta get back into that swing. Lock it. Yeah, lock that shit. Okay. Man, this music though. Okay. Let's get this Tetris. So, in Tengen Tetris, we noticed that when you get a Tetris, there wasn't a whole lot of fanfare. Let's get ourselves a Tetris. Let's see what this does for us. Let's compare Tetris to Tetris, right? This is the science. This is the science of the show. Ooh, yeah. Get a nice little V there. Now, is the V for virtual or victory? Or, I don't know. Another thing that starts with V? Okay. Oh yeah, let's do it again. Let's get another one. Yes! You know what? When it comes down to it, you know, this is just Tetris. But it's got style, right? Man, do I love that. So far, we're still on level 1. Can't remember if this stops me in between levels or not. I don't think it does, but let's keep an eye. Nope. So it's kind of got that going for it, right? When you're doing an endless mode, it's because you want it to be endless, and you don't want to get pulled out of your groove. Whoops, I probably should have put that down there. Oops. Ooh, good save. Where do I want this? Right there, I think. Yeah. Yeah. We could work with this. Ooh, ooh, no. Oh, whoops. No one saw that. Just do some work here to get rid of that. There we go. And I think that's just gonna go right there too. And that's just gonna go right there. And we'll just fill in the spaces here. Perfect. It's like it never happened, sort of. Man. Tough pieces. Tough pieces. Now, if I remember, when we were playing V-Tetris before, ooh, yeah, that's good, little T-spin spot there. It was very friendly to us. It was like, hey, buddy, I don't wanna, you know what, let's just put that there. It was like, I see this piece you need, like right now. Oh, come on. Man, I suck at T-spins. That's my for real dark secret on why I don't T-spin. Because I'm not very good at them. And it's probably because I tend to only rotate in one direction. You know what? We just gotta plug that up. Plug that up and move on. So this is getting too hot. Alright, here we go. Let's make some moves. Bam. I think I played this one for like 4 episodes? 3 episodes? Definitely not 5. Maybe 3 or 4 episodes. It's got some cool modes to it as well, right? So there's a cool wraparound mode. I'm sure we'll top out in a little bit here. We'll give that a quick look. So we gotta do a fair comparison, right? What does each game have to offer? I will say, Tetris Tengen offers multiplayer. There's no multiplayer in V-Tetris. So that's, you know, something to consider, right? That's a for real thing. Oops. I'm not really taking in, you know, like the form factor of the video game into consideration here too much. Like the fact that you would actually have to play this back in the day on a Virtual Boy. I think it's fair to look at these at like from a nowadays standard, right? You don't really need a Virtual Boy to play these anymore, so it's not really fair to hold that against it, I don't think. Because otherwise, like, you'd just be doing, I don't think you'd be doing a disservice to this game, which is a fantastic version of Tetris. Which I bet didn't play super great on the actual Virtual Boy. I have no idea, but it probably wasn't super fun to play. Wonder what it shows in stereo. Yeah, that's a great point. I'm not even sure if it has actual 3D depth in this game. It might just be... So there are some stuff where it's like there's stars traveling, and that might be the only stuff that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if we'd be getting the depth here out of the trees or anything. Again, I have no idea. This only came out in Japan. It's got to be like, someone's got to have a working Virtual Boy, right? It's got to be out there. Yeah, if the Tetris clear was actually in 3D, that would actually be pretty cool. Actually, the pieces do kind of like pop out and spin, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of the effects that reads a little more in 3D. Again, I have no idea. Look at this nice clean board we got going on here. I should have looked up what my high score was from last time I played this. That's okay. I don't think I'm willing to do that. Okay, let's build ourselves a nice little thing here. A little home for our bricks. I think that's also just called a home. Okay. Get a Tetris. Why not? Why not get a Tetris, right? Fuck. Okay, well. Okay, well, this board is toast. I'm sure I can fix it, but you know what? Let's take a look at the spin one real quick. I'm just gonna top it. I think it's already pretty. Oh, that sound! I forgot about that. We'll see that again in the next one. Yeah, I think we got a good look at Marathon there. Continue, no. Let's just do a quick look at the other mode here. Let's go Dirk. Classic endless. That's how I like it. Take that BPS and Herb. Alright, let's do one more. I think it's mode C. Let's see. Oh, look at these cool dudes. Yeah, so this one, that's right. So we can place pieces, and then I can use my bumpers here to rotate them around, and they go like behind the bars there. So I bet this also has some cool depth to it. And then this is neat because you could be like, okay, well, yeah, I need all this over here. And this is like a pretty neat little addition to Tetris, one that I've, haven't encountered yet in any other game. It's like, okay, cool. What if it's like Tetris on a pipe, and you can rotate that pipe around? You can see all the pieces moving to the back there. which is pretty cool. I didn't really spend too much time with this to like get super good at it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Mole Totem in the chat says, I bet we are seeing the left eye view here, and the off-center stuff suggests what things are shown at different depths. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure how Virtual Boy emulation works. I bet it's just capturing the one eye. Oops. Whoa, wait-oh. Look at these happy guys, though, right? Like, man. Man. So this is, I bet, because I'm still saying these are the same dudes from Tetris Battle Gaiden. I think this is before, right? Before they started their little gang. Because in Tetris Battle Gaiden, they look like basically like the Little Rascals or something, like, but like tough little kids. They've like versions of that who have seen some shit. And have gathered together to take no shit. Like here they're all happy and stuff. Something must have happened in the forest. Right, now they've banded together to become the best ninjas. Tetris ninjas. I'm sure that's the story of Battle Gaiden. What are we doing here? We should rotate. Cool. I think we've seen enough of V-Tetris here. We should do some science. Let's do some science. Let me pause this. Swing back over to here, because we got some work to do. Bam, bam, bam. Press this button. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Where are we at here? So we've been taking a look at Tetris Arcade, V-Tetris. One of these. Okay. Let's just go one by one. Tetris Arcade. 2 players. Very good. Did not have an actual flourish when you get a Tetris. That's not so great, right? Has that nostalgic factor. It's like a bootleg Tetris, which makes it kind of like cool, right? That's kind of, it has that like neat case, right? Virtual Boy Tetris has music C. It's a good tune. It's got that rap mode. It also feels tighter. You know what? I think this is kind of an obvious one, right? I'm pretty sure we have to. Yeah. I think V-Tetris moves forward. Congratulations, V-Tetris. So sorry. Tengen's version of Tetris. I think you put up a really good fight. But it's just not. It doesn't have these guys. Where is it? Where's my shot again? Look at this. Look at these guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Which shot? Which one? This one. Look at these guys. Oh, they're so happy. Okay, I'm going to set up for the next thing. Let's go and check out over here. Where are we going next? All right, these are the next ones. So I've basically split all this up into a bunch of different categories that I thought basically best described the versions of Tetris out there that we've been playing. There's a bunch of 3D Tetris games. Even in the 3D Tetris games, though, some of them were kind of distinct, right? So 2 of them were kind of similar, being these first 2, 3D Tetris and BlockOut, which we'll take a look at right now. We just played a Virtual Boy game. You know what? Let's just stick on the Virtual Boy. Do a little fadey fade. And play a quick round of 3D Tetris here. Man, I was actually super surprised with the Virtual Boy games. They're like a lot better than they deserve to be. If we're being completely honest here. This probably looks dope in 3D. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I'm not actually sure which one's gonna win here. Okay, so we got like 3D Tetris, center fill, puzzle. I mean, it's all about 3D Tetris, so let's do 3D Tetris. Level 1, easy, yeah. Cool, we got some fun mascots, right? Okay. Ooh, is this going quick already? No, it just seems like it. There's a button for dropping, I think. right? There it is. One of the triggers. Okay. There we go. So one piece. Okay. I'm getting a lot of this one piece in a row here. These games are interesting. They I find they start real slow because you're just like, yeah, okay, I could just basically put everything down here. Nothing's really giving me any troubles yet. And then things are just going to escalate. Nice. Do get a nice drop shadow there. I like how the sides are put together in layers over on the right. So you can see each piece. Ooh, look at that. Just fits right in there. Thanks, y'all. Nice little flourish. I think I maybe only played this one maybe the once, I think. Same with the next game here, so should put up a good fight against each other. I think of the two, this one is the more recent. Does have that. It is 3D Tetris that is actually in 3D. So it does have that going for it as well, too. I like how all the pieces have characters, kind of like Dr. Mario, in a way, with the viruses, right? That's kind of cool. Oh, we could use that. Let's just go ahead and start filling you there. Put you there. Yeah. And again, it's one of those things where this game is kind of slow and easy until it just isn't. And then you're forced to make more challenging moves. I haven't even really honestly rotated upwards yet. I barely even rotated to the side so far. Man, it's really just giving me exactly what I need. It's like it knows that I'm judging it. And it's like, oh yeah, here you go, bud. Yeah, we're all working together, right? Just having a good day. Having a good day throwing bricks. I don't see how you would ever get like a really cool Tetris or something. Here, now we gotta actually rotate up. What's the button? What's the button? What's the button? What? Oh gosh. Should be one of these buttons. Oh, I gotta use the right analog stick. Okay, figured it out. We figured it out. That's what's important. Okay. I think this is probably where it's gonna start to start to pick up its pace. I feel like if I'm looking at the second piece that comes in when I drop. I'm wondering if it drops. Actually, let's just go ahead and set this up over here. If it drops quicker when I drop, it does. It looks like it does. It shoots down a little bit quicker whenever I do a drop. Look at this. Easy peasy. Okay. We're already on level 3. Granted, I chose easy. Fair. But I mean, this isn't really putting up much of a struggle here. Yeah, still barely rotating. I can't remember if I liked this or not when I was playing it. I bet I was probably kind of like, about it. Because that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I would love some wackier pieces. Maybe that's because I chose easy, but I mean, you shouldn't give me no pieces, like only lines because I chose easy. You should still give me some weirdo pieces, but just make the game slower, or I don't know. Interesting. I do kind of like having that analog stick actually to rotate things. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but like the biggest piece I've gotten so far is just like a 3-point line. Not particularly inspiring. You're not gonna get can't even get like a theoretical 3D Tetris with that. You need a 4-point line. It's looking a little funny, but that's alright. It's kind of what I wanted, right? Oh boy. I think we're getting to that part where the game is easy until it's not. It's just the speed. I would still love to see more traditional Tetris pieces. Oops. Right? That can't be a controversial thing to say. This is 3D Tetris. Where's my Tetris? Ooh. Yeah, it basically just picks up. I think the challenge here is that the speed as well as the next piece that follows it. The duration seems to be quicker too. In hindsight, I probably should have chose medium or hard or something. That's okay. We'll get a few more lines here. I think we're getting a feel for this. We'll take a look at the next one. Cool. And like I think at the time, you know, this is probably cool, right? It's novel. Doing this in 3D. You know, you probably haven't done something like this before. Seen something quite like this. Even when you're like developing this, like I could see this being a very cool game to the developers. That obviously, I'm not shitting on it. This is a cool game, but I could see being a developer and being like, oh yeah, check this out. Like we're working with 3D. Isn't this super cool? We got these cool wireframes and these cool pieces. Like it just has like a bit of like a programmer art vibe to it as well, other than the caricatures. Or like tech demo or prototype kind of vibe to it. It seems, yeah. Or like it feels like almost like a homebrew game or something, like a hobbyist game. I can't decide if that's pro or not. I love me some homebrew hobbyist games. Music in this kind of leaves something to be desired as well too. Like, I want my Tetris to play like Tetris and be dripping with style, right? Which is funny when you consider I actually haven't played Tetris Effect yet. But that's basically what I want out of Tetris. Music is super important to me. That, 'cause you're basically just gonna be listening to that the whole time, right? Give me a 2-piece. There it is. Killing it. Alright, let's check out the other mode in this one real quick. Just to see what it's like. Oh no! What? How does this work? How does death work in this? Oh, so I lose a piece. Well, that's kind of a cool thing. So I'm losing altitude on how high I could go every time I pop, which represents my lives. That's neat. That's neat. It's like a cool mechanic. I'm down with that. Okay. What else do we got here? End. Start. Oh, I'm putting in my name. Ooh, this is like luxurious. We don't even have to go with Dirk here. Most Tetris games only have you put in 3. Where are we going here? 3 letters. This is nice. Appreciate it. It's me, Derek. Try again? No. No, thank you. Okay, so we got puzzle, center fill. Let's do a quick puzzle. Let's do a quick puzzle. Look at that guy's mustache. How can we not? Stage 2, I guess. I don't know what happened to stage 1. Did I already beat stage 1 before? Did we play this before? Okay. Oh, do I have to build what was there? I don't want to do this. Ugh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Ugh, I don't like this. Cool. 3D Tetris. That's a thing. All right, let's take another little look here. 3D Tetris. Bam, bam, bam. What do we got going for it? It's got a lot of red. That's a thing, right? It's also got not great music. Kind of a slow game, but it is 3D Tetris. So that's like, you know, shit's 3D. You can't knock that. We're gonna follow that up here with a game. If I could pull it up quickly. There it is right there. Go ahead. Pause that. Do that. Go full screen. I got all this set up, right? There we go. Let's transition. And where are we today? Well, in the magic world that is BlockOut. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so BlockOut immediately coming out hot out of the gate here with this fucking music. Okay, so this came out on Genesis, I think, which is why the music is so fucking baller. Let's get into this. Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a 3D version of Tetris with some programmer art again. But let's see here. Okay, so we're like off in space. Ooh, look at this. 2 players. 2 players. Take that, Virtual Boy. We got some options. I forget what's in there. Starting level, setup, flat fun. Uh-huh. Okay, well, let's just go back to there. Do I want to start? I do. I do. Okay. So we got a couple rotation buttons here. More rotations. Probably got a way to drop it. Let's start. Okay. So, one thing I'm going to say is that badass music stopped. And that sucks. That music was fierce. I think I played it at Rectangles last month as well. There we go. So rotating, I don't have the sticks anymore. I'm just doing everything with buttons. Pressing start to drop is a little funny. Oh, whoops, that was a singular piece. But one thing I will say. Come on now. There we go. It's nice to have actual Tetris pieces. Okay, so that's a brick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I could slide things under in this. Probably. I would probably have to not hit start though, since that's a quick drop. We'll try that next time if we need to. Oh man. Don't understand how this rotates at all. Okay, there we go. We got there. Okay. Yeah, there's no way to see underneath it. That's right. Without being able to see stereo with the multiple views. 100%. That is a direct shot on BlockOut. You can't see the pieces underneath it, so you don't know what you missed. Or if you could even get at it, right? Okay, here we go. There we go. And right there. Get in there. Yeah. Okay, so now we're digging down. We can go and see that spot that we missed. Right. Cool. I like the sounds a lot, to be honest. Like, they're kind of plain or whatever, but I do really like them. I wish that music was playing. I honestly have no idea how this rotation is working. Okay. I'm using multiple buttons here to do things that I do not understand. Okay, there we go. So like immediately though, this is harder, right? I have more interesting pieces to work with at least. Making me have to actually rotate pieces in 3 dimensions. So while I can't see the board underneath these pieces as much, it's arguably more of a 3D Tetris than 3D Tetris. There we go. Let's fill in some spaces here. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Okay, can you give me an L piece? That'd be fun. Is that where I want that to be? Okay, good. Let's flip you that way. Put you there. Cool. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of more fun because there's a little bit more going on. But its issues become something that makes it harder to play. This might be a hard one. Ooh, wait, oh, yeah. Right there. Right there. There we go. This is going pretty all right. Also in this category of 3D Tetrises, we have the V-Tetris series, which is also kind of a tunnel kind of thing here, where you're shooting down a tunnel. But the blocks, those games just behave so differently. Come on, please rotate sideways. I don't. Okay, thank you. They just behave so differently than these 3D Tetrises that I had to put them kind of against each other. Because while you're dropping pieces down up the shaft here, oh Christ, come on. While you're doing that, it's instead of like actual 3D pieces, you're more like sending colors down the sides of the shaft, and they combine at the bottom in an interesting way. It's got a little bit more going for it, to be honest. That's an Alexei Pajitnov game right there. But we played 2 versions of that, so we'll see which of those 2 versions is the best one. Let's see, maybe this top corner. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Okay. Okay. So another thing I will say is like, oh boy, rotating pieces in this game is a lot more difficult than in 3D Tetris. And it's like, yeah, the Virtual Boy had, did it have an analog stick? Did it have an analog stick? No. No. Did it? No. Someone look that up. It had 2 D-pads, I'm pretty sure, though, right? So that's how it got away with how it handled that sort of stuff, right? This is just the Genesis. So you're just dealing with 3 buttons and start in a shitty D-pad. So, like, you know, for what you got, it's all right. I bet if I looked up instructions on the actual, like, rotation mechanic a little bit more. Oh, come on now. Then maybe it'd be okay. Again, though, not like hyper difficult, but it's like, it's neat, right? It's neat. I would love to fall in love with a 3D Tetris. I don't personally think that's ever going to happen, but I'm open to it. You know, I'm waiting for the perfect 3D Tetris to come along and blow me away. Maybe it already exists. I don't know. Only Wetrix. Yeah. Yeah, Wetrix is so good. That's another one I'm very excited to play again. I also super enjoyed Tetrisphere. So that fight in particular, I have no idea how it's going to go. Yeah, Nintendo 64, man, had some good Tetris games. Go figure. I was kind of shitting on it and joking about it when I got going with that week, but no, it kind of held up. Okay, I think we got a good hand of our friend here. So let me pause this here. Can I pause this? Let me pause this here. Bam. And it's transition. Bam. Okay, it's time for science. So 3D Tetris. It's on the Virtual Boy. It's got a lot of red. Kind of looks programmer arty. Has a puzzle mode. It's got two D-pads for controlling stuff, making the rotation easier. Okay. BlockOut, 2 players. Has that badass song at the very beginning. But then, no music. And no actual 3D rotation. You know, man. Okay, this is where it gets hard to become a for real scientist, right? Because like your heart tells you one thing, but then you know the science I think might actually tell you another thing. BlockOut, I love you. I think you're cool. I think you got like a pretty cool aesthetic. I think that aesthetic might only be particular to folks like me, though. And looking at it as a whole, I'm pretty sure 3D Tetris is actually the better game. It's got those 4 layers on the side, so you can like see how things are stacking up. It had that cool way of dying, right? Where it was like popping off the layers as you went down. I think it's actually a better game. I think so. Man, I thought, I kind of thought going into this that BlockOut was going to win that. I like BlockOut a lot. That's song. Now, if we had a different bracket, which is maybe something we should do, that was entirely just Tetris music, that would probably be a final contender for me, up there with what we heard out of V-Tetris, probably. Or maybe like something out of Tetris DS. I should think about that. I don't think we have time for that in these 2 weeks, though. We'll say that for another time. Okay, let's recap. Where are we? Tetris, 3D Tetris, moving on into the finals versus whatever version of Weltris comes out of this one, and we'll figure out which is the best 3D Tetris of all time. Also, V-Tetris took down Tengen's version of Tetris Arcade. That was kind of a no-brainer, right? I think we all might have saw that one coming. However, we got some crazy fights coming up here. The new Tetris versus Super Tetris 3, Tetris 64 versus the Grandmaster series, Tetris Friends versus Tetris DS. That one's probably going to destroy my fucking heart. And I don't know if I'll ever be the same again. However, tomorrow we will be taking a look at the cool Tetris games. We're going to start off with the ones down below here. Tetris 2 Bombless versus Super Tetris 2 plus Bombless, plus some other games. Thanks for doing some science with me, folks. This is day 1 out of our 2-week journey to figure out what is the absolute best Tetris game of all time. We will be back tomorrow with some new challengers, some new contenders, and maybe some more coffee. I will have to make more coffee next time because I drank it all, and I've just been staring at this empty cup for a while. So, note to self, longer streams equals more coffee. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Until next time, have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.